Guys, what's up? Episode 6 in the building.
Seis. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco,
Seis.
seis.
Okay.
Episode 6.
Where
Episode
my
6.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for the subscriptions, the likes, the follows, the comments. We read them all. We see them all. We hear y'all, and we appreciate
We
y'all.
appreciate every call, every text.
Everything.
Everything.
Good, bad, ugly, we don't care. We
wanna
want it
hear
all.
Right now. Go ahead.
Don't hesitate.
I'm being honest.
And is.
Because I feel like maybe later on be like, okay, it's enough. But
That's too much. You
much.
doing too much. Say no.
Never too much. I'm
Never
sorry.
too.
I'm
Back
still
on Luther.
I'm still on
Listen.
Luther. Go.
Hey. All right, guys. So welcome back to Mixed Emotions, Second Thoughts, the podcast where we dive deep into the experiences that shape us, the relationships that define us, and the lessons that stay with us. I'm your host, Miss CCJ.
I'm your girl, JP.
Ooh. And together we are here to explore the stories, the struggles, and the triumphs that come with love, life, and everything in between. So we're going to dive right into it.
I'm about to dive in it. I don't know why that.
Yeah, I couldn't even think of the rest of it, but I do know that one at least.
I don't know that one either. Yep. So today,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
What's the episode? What's the conversation? Deal breakers.
Deal breakers.
Or delusions.
Deal breakers or delusions.
Listen, so we had
This
our little
sucks for
tagline,
me.
y'all. It says, "What happens when your red flags look kind of cute in the right lighting?"
Mofos look green.
Oh,
Be like, go. Ready,
with
set,
a little light,
go.
with a little yellow tip, that red start looking green.
We've all been there, done that, and we have those,
Have
right?
the t-shirts, baby. So listen.
Okay.
We kind of had like, so what we don't really practice. We really be like,
We don't practice.
we be like, what we talking about? I don't know what you talking about. So we have a list of things that we just
wanna
kind of
talk
wrote
about,
down.
yeah.
So when I said, oh, what about deal breakers? What you say?
I ain't really got none.
Wow. How don't you have deal breakers? Like there's nothing. My man can't listen. Please tell them what you said earlier. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's do
I know
it.
some functioning cokeheads.
She's talking about some. I mean, he could be a functioning crackhead. What? What? This is what we doing?
Pause. Pineapple.
No pineapples. She. Listen. Eventually, you gonna come home to nothing. My man is sold everything. You ain't got no TV.
Oh,
Baby, you catching a buzz and you
My
still paying a
stomach
car
hurt.
note because he done sold the car and you don't mess up your credit.
I'm dead. I'm serious. So off the bail though. So listen, my thing is, so I do have some where
Okay.
it's just like hell to the no. Not gonna do it. Okay, hygiene. I can't do no stink of Buddha grown man. I cannot. Okay, hygiene is important to me. It is a
Teeth.
big. I'm about to go there.
Okay, go ahead.
That's next. That's part of my hygiene. Hygiene, teeth. You know, you can miss a few. I'm missing one. No judgment, but they need to be clean and put
It's usually
together.
the side tooth.
It's
Like,
the
you can
side
miss
tooth.
the
I'm
side
missing.
tooth.
I'm missing my.
Don't none of us got no side tooth.
You know, so that's
You got your side
cool.
tooth?
I can live. You got your side tooth?
Boy,
Both
shut
of
up.
them?
Go
Look at me
ahead.
talking about both of them. Oh, he do.
Oh, whoop-de-doo. Okay,
Yes.
whatever.
I'm missing this one right here.
Look, well, listen, I had them pull mine. Listen,
You get
pause.
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 Oh, I got you. That's fair.
Too much. That was too
Pineapples.
much.
Never too much.
Y'all, we only two, but okay.
All
go.
right. So hygiene, teeth is like a woo. Those are really, really big to me.
Okay.
That's
Woo.
just surface level, right? That's just surface level. I don't care if you driving a hoopty, do the run. Can we get where we need to go? I done been there, done that. Like I'm okay with a little work needing to be done. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm not. It's not hardcore. You gotta have it together for me. I know she's over it, but so
No.
hygiene, teeth, a bad father.
Yeah.
That's such a turn off to me. You cannot be a bad father. And there's
But I
stipulations.
don't want to be
we can dive
responsible
into
to
that.
make you be a good dad either, though.
No, heck no.
Yeah, it's
You
not-
gotta have it.
That's just
You
it's not my problem.
Not my problem. Not my problem. But yeah, so a bad dad. Like, you know, personally, I don't. Again, y'all, this is one thing. No, it's not just like a outside of the hygiene and stuff like that. can step to me. Let's figure this out, right?
No.
But no, not every little thing. But you know how some people just be like, oh, don't even step to me if you this, if you that.
So let me tell y'all my surface.
You go first. Here she go.
No. I'm gonna give my surface because you gave surface.
I gave surface, so let's do surface. Okay, go ahead.
My surface, dirty shoes.
What if they just getting off work?
That's the difference. I'm work shoes.
See, you don't know.
Them work shoes, but dirty shoes. My father told me, and this blame it on my daddy. Blame it on my daddy. My dad said if a man has dirty shoes, then his drawers dirty. Because you can see his shoes. So imagine what he hiding. Now, that's what my daddy told me.
That's some old gangster.
That is some old gangster
That's some
stuff.
old gangster
I can't stand a man with dirty shoes. If
Yeah.
they're work shoes, cool.
Yeah.
And that's only going to go so far because depending on what you do.
Yeah.
But I can't stand dirty shoes. Well, I have a shoe
You have a shoe
problem.
fetish.
So I have a shoe problem.
She does.
So
She's not
it's
lying.
hard for me to see somebody with dirty shoes, period. Like,
Yeah.
Especially if they're in the wheelchair.
Listen.
You shouldn't have dirty shoes.
In a wheelchair. Whoa. Pineapples
you
almost
going
cussed.
to
What?
hell.
You going to hell
You
with
going
flaming
to
draws
hell.
on.
You
Flaming
talking about
draws.
especially there in the wheelchair. Because where you been going? Where you been walking? Where you work at? You... I'm done.
They be pouring stuff on us.
I'm done.
Don't y'all get me started.
I'm done with
Oh
both of
my
y'all.
God. Pineapples.
No.
Pineapples.
I hate you.
Okay. It was him this time. It was not
Listen,
me.
especially in the wheelchair. I just think about wheelchair Jimmy. I'm done. Remember that little dance they used to be doing this with the wheelchair?
Cat daddy.
Okay, for real. Okay. Shoes are one of it's my surface.
Okay.
Bad teeth is another one.
Yes.
Even though I'm saying this, somebody who know me gonna be like, but you remember when I know I dated him for a long time. It was a struggle.
Because everything else was right.
It wasn't
I can look past them teeth.
Baby, which one? Which teeth? I'm done. I'm sorry. If you're watching this, I'm sorry.
So that's what I'm saying. Again, you make exceptions.
I did make an exception for him, but he had clean shoes
Amen.
every day.
All right.
So what's wrong with his teeth? They was like not.
I'm not doing it.
Was they on top of each thing
I'm not
crowded?
doing
Was they like, they was throwing up
I'm
crip?
not doing
It
it.
was crip. Okay. Sorry.
That was crib walking. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. All right, that's my surface.
Okay, that's fair. So we can agree on surface.
We can go on
Hygiene,
surface.
teeth.
Hygiene
Again,
for
and now
sure.
if your shoes is runt over, yo,
Well, let me say hygiene
Yeah.
and surface only because
I mean, no, okay, the surface level of hygiene.
Yeah.
There's a deeper level of hygiene, but surface.
like nails dirty.
That's such a turn off.
Yeah,
Oh,
dirty
dirty nails
nails,
is a turn off
dirty
for me.
nails.
It's a turn off.
because
It's
where
a
are you
turn
putting
off.
your hands?
Like, what are you doing? Don't touch me.
Like listen, right?
Like,
not
don't
on
do
me.
that. Like, I can see the dirt.
Like no.
Yes.
no,
So dirty nails is that's a turn off.
Ooh,
But is
can
it
I
a deal breaker?
I can tell you one of mine.
Okay.
Surface.
Ready.
Cigarette smokers.
Yeah.
Baby.
I don't
know.
like it either, but I have made exceptions, and I will say that because it's like, do you smell like cigarettes? When I get in your car, does it smell like cigarettes? Is your home smell like cigarettes? And the answer is no. So it's like I can deal with it to an extent. And then
Yes.
what's the thing? Do you want to stop? Do you want to? So again, that's what I mean when I say it's like,
Sierra is like a train up a child the way that he should go person. She want to train you, build you, help you. Baby, but hear me out though. Let me say this. We have a few year difference between us.
We do.
So
just a few, child. Don't
a
act
few.
like you
What I'm
older
saying
than
is,
me.
I've
She
kind of
tried it.
hit the point where I'm like, no, I'm good. And she like, I'm still willing
okay,
to
so
work.
let me ask this then. So let me say that, right? If I initially meet you and you're smoking a cigarette, I'm not. It's a
Yeah.
wrap. That's different, right? But let's say you get to know someone and you didn't know that they smoked. Again, don't smell like it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? The car don't smell like it. So it's like, am I going to quit talking to you and we done built a little something and you smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
See, okay, I can't say that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I can't say that. I wouldn't. If the vibe is there and everything else is okay, you don't smell like it's not, and you let me know that you have a desire to quit.
Yeah. And it's going to sound
that.
weird. I can deal with weed.
I can
cannot
definitely deal with weed.
cigarettes.
I can definitely
Like I can deal with weed. You said I cannot deal with
definitely deal
cigarettes.
with
It's just
weed.
like a no for me. Like,
And that's fair. That's
yeah.
yours. That's yours. That's 100% yours. I'll give you that.
Yeah. That's the
Okay,
problem.
so we going next level?
Ooh, what's the next level?
I don't know. So that's surface. That's physical, right? Mm-hmm. What about them people with a bad hairline? Are they going bald in the middle? They trying to hold on, baby. What we
Baby,
doing?
let it go.
Let's just
I think you better let it go. Looks like
let
another
it go,
love.
baby.
TKO, let it go. It's done.
Sorry. Okay.
So what if he has like the enhancements in his hair? Like, are you okay with that?
That is a great question.
Because I just recently stopped doing that because I just got to the point where I was like,
Oh, the little what y'all call it? Beijing?
Make it real, like,
Dark around the front.
I don't like. I just it only lasts for a day.
Yeah, and then y'all be getting y'all be lip lining.
She got off that video.
They put lip liner. No, y'all be putting that little white
When they be
chalk
chalking
around.
it.
But let me say this because I don't have a problem with that. I don't. I feel like if it's just going away, then just let it
Just go bald.
Would
So
you-
would
would
you
you
date
date
a
a man
man
with a lace
That's
front?
why get up. Why were we asking the same question? I hate you.
with a lace front.
Did y'all see me start it? Like, cause would you?
Wow, she
get
I
on my
started it.
nerves.
It was the same time. Would you date a guy with a lace front?
I honestly think I would.
No. I'm back to that one. Bart. No, because not. First of all,
That's my point.
I've never worn
Like-
a lace front. That's one.
But you wear
I
wigs.
be
But
saying
you
I
wear
do-
wigs.
Maybe I definitely love me a good wig.
Enhancements.
It is an enhancement.
It's an enhancement.
First of all, let's be honest. These are my preferences and deal breakers. They ain't got nothing to do with
That's
y'all.
cool.
But I don't think I would.
To look deeper into.
No, thank you. My
Because
man,
what if he needs that hairline to make him feel better about himself? You gonna encourage him not to feel good about himself?
Next question. No, I just don't know. I can't just see my man with like we both going to the same stall.
No, we can't go to the same. You better take your ass to the barber.
put
Don't you
mine
come
in,
in
and
here.
you
No,
have to put yours
that's
in.
too much.
You wanted it.
She didn't
Right.
she didn't went too far. Like why she always gotta go so far?
I didn't go. Can
Ba-
we go deep, deep?
I cannot stand her. She didn't went too far. We are not going together. I'm not making
I
no
gotta
appointment
see
for
do
you.
my hair.
That's fine, but you don't bring your man. I ain't got nothing for him. I don't
No,
want
okay,
no
okay.
smoke.
So I might be a little forgiving about that.
Yeah.
A little toupee, a little.
Cause what? Not no toupee. Now that's wrong. That's different. They
wow.
still wear them.
What's the difference between a toupee and a wig?
The lace front is laid. It,
No.
you just
I
laid
didn't say
down.
lace front. I said wig.
I don't know.
Like
Cause
a woman wearing a wig.
You're right.
what's
What's the
toupee is
difference?
a little piece that could fall off.
But so it's a wig. It looks like if you don't glue that boy down, wear a lot of glue. There's a lot of little.
Well, I don't
pull-ons.
wear wigs, so I don't know. I don't wear with
Everybody
them.
can do their own hair, Sierra.
I know
Y'all see me roll my eyes?
it don't have nothing to do with that. I just don't like them. I've seen people
I love
with the
them.
best of the best. No shade to my wig wearing baddies.
Because that's me.
Do your thing,
Baby,
sweetheart.
that's me. Baby, that's
But
me.
they all just look like wigs to me. Sorry. No judgment.
So when you told me I was cute, you look like a wig?
No, I think you're super cute. You had your little headband on. It was different.
That's not what I'm saying. You said they all look like wigs to you, so you trying
They
to say...
do. That one didn't look like that.
Baby, I'm so glad we're doing this podcast because you learn a lot about your
Because-
friends. And the truth.
Jasmine, I told you that though. I don't care for them. They've had some really great ones, and I just said that. There are some great ones, and baby, y'all be slaying, okay?
I feel like my lips gonna be like this the whole episode.
Yeah.
whole
Y'all be
episode, I'm
doing
just
your
sitting here like-
thing. But I don't do them. And I'm
It's
not
fine.
against it. Maybe somebody
and
do
I
mine
really
and
want a
lay
lace
it.
front. I want to say this
I
too.
wear it. I don't know.
Let me put this out there. I want a lace front. I want a closure. I want something. Get your girl together. So if you would like to sponsor my...
So I see, can you figure out how to do this?
Right, I've
That's
been
what it's
asking her
about
to
to be.
figure it out, and I bought one. I'm like, oh no, you're taking this back. But anyway,
I said we can play with that
Ooh,
one.
pause.
We can do that to that. Right, pineapples. Where's the button? Pineapples. Get the red one. Pineapples. Period. What?
yeah, I'm done.
We got to work on that one.
Yeah.
But yes,
But
again.
okay, deal breakers.
Okay, so next level. Okay, so I said bad father.
Absolutely.
So what else would be on that level for you?
Disrespectful to his mother.
Ooh.
I feel like a man who doesn't respect his
His
mother.
mama
Now
ain't
hear
gonna
me out.
respect me.
Now hear
Ooh.
me out. Now
Ooh.
I know that there are some women who are not so good at parenting, just like there are some bad fathers.
Facts.
But I also feel like I don't have to handle you the way you've handled me.
Facts.
I don't have to be disrespectful. I don't have to call you out your name. I don't have to do any of those things. I can love you or deal with you from a distance that does not require me to be disrespectful. So that is
Agreed.
that's a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
but for a
agree.
man who, that's hard for me to watch you be because I feel like this. If you disrespect your mother,
You would disrespect me?
what is stopping you from disrespecting
Yeah.
me? Yep. Yeah, that's a hard one for me.
That's
Yeah.
very valid. I think that's a very, very valid one, and absolutely. So this is my thing though. Like, what happens though? Because you ain't meeting the mama on the first day in most cases, right? And I'm being very general when I say first day,
Yeah.
right? But this may not be something that you see until later, but everything else is good. Then what? Like, what do you do?
But at some point, I needed to take into account that, bro, we've been kicking it for like 3-4 months, and I ain't never because now my suspicions is arising to say, wait a minute, you got a girlfriend, a wife, or what's happening? Why I can't meet your family? What's going on?
Sorry, I'm itching.
And I also feel like I'm so family oriented that naturally mother, children, siblings, those things come up in conversation, and so I'm very inquisitive. Like, what's going on with your mama? How your daddy doing? How you like what's going on?
That's
so I
true.
feel like it'll come up even if I didn't meet her in 3-4 months time. She should have come up at some point.
Facts. I mean, no, just stuff to think about. Okay, so I said a bad father. I'm just trying to think, but like you said, I'm definitely with you on the disrespect. Like, whoa.
Can I
do
say
that.
this too? Another one for me, and take it. I can deal with a weed smoker.
Facts.
That's as heavy as it can get for me. Like, you can have a drink, but don't be talking about you popping perks and you doing heroin. Like, okay, listen.
You be doing lines and bumps.
When I lived in Texas,
that was so funny when I said that earlier. She was through.
Well, crackhead. Just think about some. He could be a functioning crackhead. No, bruh, what? No, because now I gotta worry about if I'm coming home and my furniture gone.
I said functioning.
Baby,
So
they
responsible.
Be functioning.
Bills and stuff is paid. And
right, so it'd be like it's over.
There is no home. The house is gone.
He's
Sold the house.
no mortgage is paid. So listen, I'm gonna say this. I would say this. So when I lived in Texas, I dealt with a lot of people, like a lot of guys there were really, really cool. And this was, I've been home for 10 years. So this had to be every bit of 15, 16 years ago. And so like they would like, a lot of them were from Louisiana as well. They would do lean, like they would do lines, like they would do lean. They was, like, and I'm like, bro, where I'm from, we don't do that. Like
they do.
And I kept telling them like
then,
they didn't then.
now.
And I kept on saying, bro, where I'm from, that's crackhead behavior. Like that's you know what I'm saying? We don't do that. And so I can't. To me, it's just some things you don't cross, like some lines you don't cross. Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, where is your line? Like, I know you want to get a little high, get your little weed, get your little alcoholic beverage, but you up here shooting and snorting and sniffing. No, thank you, please. No, thank you. No.
Okay, so that's fair. I'm just trying to think. Is there like anything else? Like, just no goals. Like, that's very, just none whatsoever. Like, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to be nothing. And this thing, and let me say this too. I'm not one of them people, right? Being an entrepreneur is not for everybody.
No, baby.
Everybody don't
Go
want
work.
that.
Go get
so
a
I don't
job.
care about that. I ain't mad about that. Sorry. But can you take care of yourself?
Yes.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
part, so-
Can you take care of yourself? You know, are you okay? You know, can we combine and come together with some stuff, or is the load gonna be on me? Like, you know what I mean? So
I don't want a deal breaker for me is someone who also is verbally abusive.
facts.
Like, you can't express yourself, so you become extremely, like, you don't know how to communicate your
yelling and
feelings. You always yelling and screaming, because to me that just is the surface level of what's to come. I'm good. It's a deal breaker for me. Bless you.
Amen. I feel like another one coming.
Amen.
Just so y'all know, I did not take an allergy pill this
Praise
morning, and
the
I was so mad about
Lord.
it.
Amen.
I'm so mad.
Bless you. Amen. Glory. Hallelujah.
Won't he do it? It is
A deal breaker for
Microsoft,
me.
I don't know.
So, in saying this, okay, this is gonna sound crazy. So
Oh.
I stopped talking to a guy because he was only a financier. Like, everything was, I'll pay for it.
Money, yeah, no, ain't nothing. That's not crazy.
But it was like this. This is broke in the house. Oh, find somebody to fix it and I'll pay for it. This needed to be done. Find somebody to fix it, I'll pay for it. I want to go plan the trip and I'll pay for it. It was never like, it was what you want for Christmas.
I'll plan it.
It was like, hey, well, tell me what you want and I'll send you the money to go get it. Like, bro, you want to...
Yeah, I want you to do
let me say
it.
this. I don't want to have to deal with the plumber because the drain broke.
Why you
Like, I
not
don't
here
want
talking
to.
to the plumber?
You telling me to find somebody to do it. You find somebody to do
Yeah,
it, bro.
you the man. You don't know a good plumber?
Find a lawn company.
But to throw it in there, I don't know any good plumbers, so I feel like we both gonna go in this thing blind.
That's fine. We
And that's
both doing it.
fine. But so you hear me say this. I have been a homeowner since 2000 and
5.
yeah, but really for a long time. So almost 50, yeah,
20.
almost 20 years. I've like had a home, and have had to figure everything out. When this break, I gotta find an electrician. I gotta find a plumber. The furnace is out. I have to figure everything out. When I'm alone, I expect that. But when we together, at some point, outside of financially paying for it, do it. I don't want to have to keep calling and then Bob don't show. You know why? Because when Bob shows up, he's going to give me a different price than he going to give you. Even as a man, if you don't even know nothing about it, in his mind, you still a man.
Yep.
And you still a man. So I'm going to tell Dre, oh, Dre, I'll do it for 75. I'm going to tell Jazz, oh, okay, that's 165.
125.
And then I'm going to be like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me call my daddy. Talk to my daddy. But if I got a man and you saying, well, baby, I'll pay for it. Well, Chuck just charged me an extra $80 because you weren't talking to him.
Yeah. So I don't think that that's crazy because it's not always about money. People just think you can throw money at a problem or at a situation.
Support me.
We are very emotional. Like, so we need that emotional support. We need that thoughtfulness. We need that. Can you handle it?
Can you stand the rain?
Ooh, oh, come on,
Learning.
vocals.
Can you stand the rain?
Can you? Listen. That sounded so
That's a good
good
question.
too.
But yes.
But literally, so, okay, that's fair. And I don't think that that's crazy because sometimes it's not enough. It's not always about money.
It's not.
At least not to us.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm not saying I'm balling, but I make decent money. You know what I'm saying? I make decent money. If push come to shove, I can pay. Do I want to pay for it? No. But can I if I need to? Yes. That's why you have an emergency fund. That's why you put those things to the side. I'm a budget queen, baby. It's a spreadsheet on my computer right now that says money. Like, I do that. But yeah, it's but let me say this. I'll say that it's a preference to maybe not a deal breaker, but I have a preference of you being able to do more than provide financially.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like,
I mean, if it's nothing else, it is a deal breaker.
Yeah,
like, if that's all you got, you're not dealing with that. Like you just said, you quit talking to somebody for it. So
but
it is.
Well, it was that and another one he did that he didn't do.
That's next.
Okay.
Okay, we going there
up.
next.
We
yeah,
got
going there
the
next.
club going
okay,
up.
so like you said, someone who's
On
not
a Tuesday.
We
got the club going up. On a Tuesday. Y'all know we dropped.
I'm scratching my tattoo.
On a
itching.
Tuesday. Oh, that's kind of sweet, Bars.
Yeah, bars. Sorry,
Go
I'm
ahead,
itching.
hater.
It sucks.
It's her tattoo. She's not itching, but it's a tattoo. She has a new tattoo.
I got a new tattoo. Shout out to my cousin, Look Face Tattoos, one of the coziest in the city.
Baby, when I tell you it's a beast.
It's so pretty.
When it heals a little bit, we're going to show y'all.
Yeah, we will. Oh, I can probably send Dre the picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's very dope. So shout out to Look Face. It's a beautiful tattoo, but I'm healing, so it's itching.
Wow, that's different.
Healing, but it's itching.
I'm healing,
but it's itching.
So it's itching. The healing process itch a little bit.
It ain't comfortable. It ain't comfortable.
It ain't comfortable
it
when
ain't
you're
as
going
pretty
through it.
as you think.
You need a little oil. You might need
shea
a little
butter.
shea butter. You might need to sit in the shower, let the water.
Baby, it's probably not how that song goes.
Up your pillow.
Oh, I was right. That's how it went.
Yeah.
Bars.
But yes.
Okay.
Go
so
ahead.
financial. So what about someone who's not emotionally intelligent?
That's big. However,
Is it? I'm
gonna be
asking you
honest.
because I don't know. A lot of people
However,
aren't.
It's not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker. Okay.
It's not a deal breaker because it's not a common conversation that is held in the black household.
Fair enough.
And let me be clear that my husband is a black man. So when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking to all men. I am. I don't care who you are. Then, this is for you. However, when I talk about the man that I need, I talk about the black man because that is who my husband is. He's a black man. In the mighty and matchless name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I'm gonna marry me a black man.
Melanin popping.
Strong brother.
Mm-hmm. Oh, black brother. Oh!
Listen,
It's the runs for me.
I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. Cause you're mine. Yes, ma'am.
R.I.P.
Yes.
Angie Stone.
All right. Listen, we just been really acknowledging. Yes.
Shout out to y'all artists.
But look here. Hold on.
It
y'all.
happens.
Okay. But no,
So not a deal breaker.
not
okay.
a deal breaker because
Okay.
it's not common in our
I
community.
know, and that's fair. And if you
Like,
don't know, you don't know. So no,
Ooh,
that's
wait,
100%.
Stop. Emotional intelligence. Somebody just told.
What?
Literally today, I was
What?
talking to a friend of mine, and he said we were talking back about previous situations or whatever, and he was like, I wasn't emotionally intelligent enough to understand then what it was that you were saying, but I get it now. And looking back, things are different. He was just saying how he didn't even know what emotional intelligence was.
A lot of
And
people
so,
don't.
because they don't know, I cannot fault you for
For
what
it.
you
That's
don't know.
real.
But if I can express those things to you and help to educate you on
I
them.
know. I got one.
Go.
That's a hard deal breaker.
Wait, I think even before we get to that, because you said it's not a deal breaker. Emotional
No,
intelligence,
it's not.
because it's not taught.
Because if he's
They may not
aware.
know. So this is why this about to tie into what I just said. Someone who isn't willing to learn.
Yes.
That is a hard deal breaker for me.
Because you gotta be
setting your
open.
ways.
Yeah.
This is what I want. These are my expectations. I can't rock with you, baby. No. Because
if I'm coming to you saying that this is what I need, like I'm gonna say this, a lot of times when I talk to exes or people from my past, they always say, I get it now. Or you were right. Or I should have been more open. I should have been more willing, because they were so closed off in what they believed and knew. And I'm just trying to tell you, one, how to love me, how to love yourself, how to show up differently in the world, I get that it's heavy for you, but understand that it's heavy for me too. Let me help you understand what I need. And so when you
we can carry it for
we
each
can
other.
do it together.
Yeah.
So when you're closed off and you're not willing to understand what your partner needs, then that's going to be detrimental to the relationship.
I can't do
How
that.
can we grow if you just want to be stagnant?
Yeah. No, facts. So that's why, in that sense. So
so I'm okay if you've never. Somebody right now for the first time is like, what's emotional intelligence?
Yeah.
Never heard it before. I'm hoping that somebody watching this is curious enough to go
look it up. Look it up.
Why are we gonna say?
Because we
I
here.
say, Google me, baby.
Oh.
Google me, baby. Go Google it, because we want to tell you, but here's this. Sometimes the first step of enlightenment is going to put yourself in a position to learn about it for yourself. We could tell you, but go look it up and then come back next episode.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, look it up and tell me in the comments if it pertains to you.
I like that.
Yeah, you tell me. Like, dang, I didn't recognize that. And so I don't want to keep looking. If my man doesn't understand that, it's okay, baby. I'm here to help you understand.
Listen, or do you want to learn? Do you can I teach you?
Can I teach you?
Yeah. No, real.
But isn't that to a certain point? Like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's something I wouldn't, if I was single. I wouldn't allow. I guess that wouldn't be a deal. Like, that would definitely be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a deal breaker.
No, but I'm talking about for me. Like, if you don't have emotional intelligence, because I do. And for somebody who does to then date somebody who doesn't, it's like I gotta pull you up here because I'm not coming down.
No,
that
I'm
part.
not.
But I gotta bring you up here.
But do I fault you for never having been exposed to it, but never?
Then it get exposed somewhere else.
Now you sound like Jazz.
You sound like me. No, but hear me out. I'm okay with that from you because you recognize it.
Yeah.
But let me say this: if you're open to saying, "Baby, I'm open to therapy. I'm open to counseling. I'm opening to understanding myself and how these experiences have shaped me. I'm willing to understand how I didn't see this, so I do this. Like, how behaviors are sometimes very much just a symptom of a problem that we've been sitting idle in for so long, right? So you got to be open to that. It's not a common conversation. It's not happening, especially in my generation, in my time frame. Like, our mamas wasn't sitting down talking. Listen. Those things were what happened in this house.
Stays in this house.
Stays in
Don't
this
you
house.
I didn't get that lesson in the household either. It came with experience. So I think that people got to experience. And I mean, I'm not, again,
you got an experience, but when did you learn that what you were experiencing was connected to emotional intelligence? When did you first learn about emotional intelligence?
honestly know with the dialogue.
I was just about to say training.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting on you to say that.
We had to go through those trainings. We had to teach it.
We had to teach it in the workplace, and the reason is because it's not something that's common or exposed or talked about. You learned it working for me.
Oh,
No, I'm being
you
honest
can
though.
have it.
I ensure
You
that.
can have it.
No,
You can
listen.
have it.
No, listen. All jokes aside, even my current trainer, my current
Mm-hmm.
QA who just joined my team, she will tell you one of the first modules I assigned to her was emotional intelligence, and she
Yeah.
said she's 40 years old. She said I never heard of it. She said, but now I understand it and I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
I assign it to my team members
As
because
you
you
do.
gotta have it.
Yep.
But you got exposed to that at work.
Yeah.
But imagine if I was dating somebody and because I don't have it or didn't know about it, then they just like accept it, and then when we go to therapy, you find out there's so much more to unpack than we thought it was.
Yeah.
And now the work that I gotta do, this might be a little too much.
I
for
got
to
you.
carry.
But do I? And this is mine, my personal one. Like I can't be like, dang, my brother, you ain't emotionally intelligent enough for me. Have a good day.
Have a good one.
You meet you everything else I needed you had, but because you didn't get exposed to this, because you didn't work a job that trained you on this, because you know what I'm saying, like because your school didn't teach about this, I can't mess with you, brother. No, that's one of those things where
Well, what
I
about,
have.
then you could extrapolate that to finance. You extrapolate that to abuse.
You can't-
because you didn't learn. You learned the bad way, and now you in this relationship
Now
doing something.
listen to me. Financially, that's a little, but hear me out.
That finger going.
No.
It's getting real, Trey.
Listen.
You
No,
done
no.
did it now.
No. That's my man just keep using that extrapolate word. He uses it on his podcast the other day. I heard him catch it like extrapolate. My man just want to keep
Yeah, no, when I learned the word,
You gotta use it
okay.
often. Mhm.
Okay, so yes,
What's the other
extrapolate.
one she took?
You can connect.
Colloquial.
Oh, colloquialisms. I was
Because see, I didn't say it right at all. Pineapples.
Yeah. So
what?
let me say this: connected. You can certainly connect. There's some continuity on other areas as well. However, let me say this: you are taught that hitting is wrong. So
Facts.
even though I may have witnessed abuse and seen abuse and everything else, somebody told you hitting is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at school, your grandma, somebody told you, don't you hit nobody, that's not right.
Yeah.
When you was a kid, wait.
How I go when you was what did it?
Wait a minute. It can connect because you know what it is. Listen to me. Okay, I'm about to connect this off for you.
Come
now.
on, dot,
All
dot,
right.
dot.
Financially, regardless if you were sat down and taught how to budget, how to save money, whatever else, what you do know is that money is what makes everything around this boy go around.
Make money
And you
go
gotta
around.
have it, and money. That's right. It takes money to make money. You hear all this all around you, so you know financially at some point something. I need money to do this to survive, so I either have to save it, have good credit. Like at some point, it connects for you. What you just said was, but don't that have something to do with emotional intelligence? Absolutely. When somebody said don't hit. When you hit, it connects to pain. Somebody taught you those things, but you don't connect that to emotional intelligence until you know what it is. Mm-hmm. You won't connect it to, oh, that's my level of understanding of connection of people. Mm-hmm. You won't have that until somebody tells you what it is. Yeah. You didn't know the fire was hot till they said it was hot. You didn't know what hot was. You don't have to teach a kid to be bad. You have to teach a kid to be good. A kid comes out snatching and smacking and pulling and crying. A kid comes out doing the things that they shouldn't have to do. That's why the Bible says train them up in the way that they should go. Because they're going to come out doing what they want to do.
You always going to get a sermon on this show.
Shut up.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Sorry.
But what I'm saying is they're going to do what they want to do. It's your job to teach them what to do. Because that's what they're going to do. They cry and here you come running. What you want? Viper? Food? Diaper? Like, you know what I'm saying? So then they get in the habit of saying, if I cut up, then you're going to respond.
Facts.
And then you have to teach them, like, no, use your words. You want bye-bye, you want drink, you want this.
Use your
so
words.
You teach people those things.
Please.
But until you get to a point where you understand, oh my God, that is actually emotional intelligence. Mm-hmm. We experience it, but don't know what it is.
So that's fair.
So I'm not going to fault you for not understanding what it is.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're not faulting them for not knowing what it is, not necessarily operating within it.
Well, a little bit of both. let me do that. Because I can't fault you for not knowing what it is or not even being able to connect your movements and your actions as that. But also, once I can explain it to you, then I can fault you. In all thy getting, you have to get what, Dre? Amen. But in all thy getting, get understanding. Once you get an understanding, now I can say, hold on, wait.
You know what it is.
You know what it is now.
Yeah.
But I can't fault you for what you don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. And I asked just to ask, though.
Yes,
not
but
in
that was a
you know
great
what I'm saying?
question.
Definitely not a deal breaker.
And hear me
for
out
sure.
too. It's not my job. Now this gonna sound
Here
like
she go.
it's not my job to teach you.
Mm-hmm.
It's my job to open and expose you to something for you to go get it for yourself.
And now you're gonna go
be
learn
it.
it.
Be it
Yeah.
you going to counseling to therapy and all of those other things. Grabbing you a book, reading it for yourself. It's not really. I'm not here to be like, baby. That doesn't show great emotional intelligence. Oh, you lack this.
I would be so mad at you.
There
if
was
you
no
don't
true
sit your ass
sympathy.
down somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Sit your ass
Baby,
down.
that was not an empathetic statement. Baby, did you consider? No, I'm not doing that with you. But I am saying, hey, I need you to think about these things. Think about I'm sorry. I talk a lot about intent and impact.
Yes.
I talk about that so
mine
much.
is perception.
Yes.
But yes.
Intent, impact. Sometimes your intentions impact people differently. And
Absolutely.
your emotional intelligence tells you that although my intentions was not to hurt you, although my intentions was not to, when I said that, it wasn't meant to hurt you.
It wasn't
it
that way.
impacted you that way. That's emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Me recognizing that my intentions wasn't that, but because it did, I do need to kind of understand
apologize.
it.
Hey,
and
my
apologize
bad. I didn't mean it like that.
And try
Yeah.
to understand awareness and root
That's
cause.
the word.
Where did that come from?
Motherfucker said root cause. We is
I'm
not
sorry.
in training, Jasmine.
But let me say that at my core, I am who I am. I am a leadership coach.
You are.
I am a training specialist,
You are
baby. I
author.
get them together. I'm
You
an
are
author. I'm a podcaster.
Come on. What else you is?
I'm a
Maximum
wife.
Solutions.
I'm your nurse. Well, as long as I'm on there, you gonna feel it, okay?
And sidebar, I told her we really do need to do an episode where we just kind of introduce ourselves. Like, we really didn't go into detail about all that we are and all that we do, because we are so many things.
I'm not your superwoman.
I don't think I would have gave that song, but
I will, because
I get it. I get
No,
it.
because I'm not a superwoman.
No,
Nobody
we're
thinks
not.
that. I
But
don't
we
wanna
do
be
a
all that I
lot,
am.
and
I
we
do a
do
lot.
have special capes.
I don't
That's
want
the bottom line.
I don't want to be your super.
Hey.
I don't want to wear no cape.
Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Right. I'm not the kind of
Okay,
girl
we're
that
dead.
you can
Sorry,
lay
pineapples.
down. Oh shoot, we didn't even get to the big
That's why I'm
ones.
trying to get back.
You know what?
I've been
It's
trying to
Dre's
get
fault.
back. No, this is
'cause
healthy
Dre came
conversation.
in with emotional.
But it was health. He has to gain understanding.
Okay, so this
So-
one might be 50 minutes.
It's all
All
right.
right,
It's
okay,
all right.
go.
We can do however long we want to do. No. Dre said when his
Nah,
battery
when they shut
died.
Okay, next level.
But it was something I wanted to say. You made me forget.
I did.
Pineapples.
Dre did this.
You had connected it to what she was saying, and you were just like emotional intelligence. You said not willing to learn.
Yes. So that's still my bottom line. Like, just not being willing to learn, super stubborn and set in your ways that you won't have that awareness. Okay. So that's that. But being that we didn't spend 45 minutes talking about emotional intelligence,
That was worth it.
Somebody to learn something for
Somebody
sure.
is healing right now. Call me
Amen.
psychiatrist.
Won't
Like,
they do
I need
it?
an appointment.
I need an appointment. Talk to me, please, baby.
Talk
but
to
we
me,
gonna
baby.
oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So we're gonna take it a little step further. All right. What are your
Yes.
sexual deal breakers? We just gonna jump to it because
I'm sorry, mama.
parents,
I'm
we
sorry,
apologize.
mama.
Y'all can skip this part. Fast
Actually,
forward.
as a matter of fact, mama, daddy, if y'all watching, please
Just fast forward.
Thank you for watching.
Stop. Turn off right now.
we gonna
we love
let
you.
let me end this episode for you.
For you. Have a
be
good night.
Can't be good. Be careful. Be careful. Take your butt home.
Good night.
Bye,
Love you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Listen,
So sexual
I'm gonna
deal
tell y'all
breakers.
this. This is my number 2 deal breaker in period.
Number 2.
Number 2 deal breaker.
Number 2. Well, you gotta tell them number 1 because you didn't give them number 1.
My number 1 deal breaker. Honestly, I cannot be with a person who does not believe in God.
Amen.
And let me tell you, I've dated Muslim, incredible guy, absolutely incredible guy.
Yeah.
But bruh, the Bible talks about being unequally yoked and a double-minded man. Baby, I don't want no double-mindedness in my home. You going to the mosque, I'm going to the church. You reading the Quran, I'm reading the Bible. You believe this, I believe that. And actually, that kind of ties into number 2 a little bit because, you know, like they don't believe that you should use your mouth. And baby, I can't be with you. That's number 2.
That's
my
number
number 2.
She dead ass.
Listen to me.
She's
Number
dead
1
ass.
for me is
She
you
said,
have
you ain't munching on this carpet.
No.
Parents, I hope y'all logged off, please.
I really hope my mama not watching this. But if I'm honest, that's my honest to God truth, and I'm looking in the camera as I say this with a
But wait,
straight
they
face.
don't believe in that? Literally?
Yeah, so
I
okay,
never
listen,
heard. Now, you never
no,
told me
listen,
that they
well,
don't
maybe not the
believe
Muslims.
in it.
Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witness can't use their mouths orally.
Really?
Yep. A friend of mine, his wife converted.
Learn
He was
something
like,
new every
she can't
day.
even give me no. I'm like, dang, my man, I feel bad for you, my man. I got a little. Never mind.
I would have been in the
Divorce court.
no. What's the Jehovah Witness place they go to? The town hall, whatever.
Town
The
hall.
mosque.
I would have been like, wait, you can't do.
Y'all
This ain't my
can't
Bible.
see
Let
Dre.
me.
Y'all can't see Dre. I'm talking about some he's been reading.
I'm
Like,
like, wait a minute.
No, the rules.
yeah. That's what he said. That's what he said his wife said. Now, I don't know if she just didn't want to do it no more and just lied to him. But she told him that she couldn't do that anymore because
I've never heard that. And that's now I'm really curious to see if it's real. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Because what?
Jehovah's Witnesses consider oral sex to be a form of sexual immorality and is not permitted even within marriage. They believe the Bible prohibits all sexual acts outside of marriage and that oral sex is one of those acts. So that's what they believe. And he was like, his wife,
That's deep.
and she converted while they were married.
Like there wasn't even a conversation. How did it?
Right. You see what I'm saying?
No, I think that's bold.
That's a real kind.
That's bold.
Like, yeah. And so he was like, that's what, and she couldn't do it anymore. So
and you used to do it and it was probably good. And now you just say you can't. Oh,
she said,
it's
no
a problem.
Can't be here.
It's a
You
wrap.
said, I can't be here.
Divorce.
I'm
You going for the divorce?
I'm done.
Paid mortgage this month. For some reason, the car note hasn't been paid.
I'm dead.
So, but
OMG.
for me, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Like if you can't. So I'm a Christian.
I'm waiting to see what she's about to
I'm
say.
a Christian, and the marriage bed is
All
undefiled.
things go.
That's what they say. That's what they say in the church. They say everything. Listen, there's no holds barred in the marriage bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this though. For real, that's the number 2 for me though. If you can't, so that same guy I was saying who was just always paying for stuff, maybe he didn't want to. And I'm like, well, you have a good day, sir. And if I'm honest, that was the first thing sexually he had ever done to me, and I was like, okay, thank you, sir. And then as time went on, he was like, that's what you wanted, and I don't really like it. I said, cool, I don't really like you. Have a good day.
So he did it, but then
He would do it like a kid, like it was a chore. Like, bro, either you gonna enjoy it or you're not. But let me say this too. He was an older guy, and he was just like, back in my day, it wasn't something we didn't do. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't date. And he wasn't that. He was older than me. Had a good 7-8 years on me, But at the end of the day, I just feel like, no, thank you. Like, have a good day. Because as a woman, most women will tell you we don't always get to release ourselves through penetration.
Facts.
So if you're not because to me, if you're not going to do that, then you selfish, and I don't want to be with nobody that's selfish.
She took it there.
Yeah,
And did. She did. Well, for me, just being boring, just being boring. Everybody, the size, all that stuff mattered to an extent, right? I had some not so endowed men, but knew what to do and how to work it, so I can live with it. How I feel about you matters. I don't care what nobody say. Women, we are sexually connected emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had some people who weren't so great, but because our connection was there, it made up for it. And it was like, I can live with this. I'm okay with that, right? Then I had some people, the connection wasn't there, like emotionally, but the penis alone was great. Where it was like, okay, you ain't got to talk to me. Just, you know what I'm saying? So I done been in all the situations. So, but just boring. I'm spontaneous. Yeah, I'm spontaneous. I be wanting to have fun. So don't be boring. Don't be too, oh my God. And I'm like, nigga, drop don't them draws.
Say it again. Listen, okay, say it again. Stop playing, bro. Like, if I text you, like, I'm 100% in agreement. Like, be open to whatever I say. Like, pull up in the parking lot on my lunch break. What we talking about?
Linda.
Like, listen, but Mom, I hope, stop watching this, because my mama hardhead. She's still watching.
She all in too. I can't.
Oh my God, Jazz.
Just tell
she probably
Jazz.
about to comment like, girl, I feel you though. That's why you my daughter.
We
Yeah, no, it's my homie. Girl, you too?
You
no,
too?
but look.
No. I didn't need to know that. Pineapples.
No, but no,
No.
listen. Let's close it out because Drake keep on saying
Five.
five.
Sorry, guys. Emotional intelligence took over today.
And
but
it
I
was
hope you
Drake's
learned
fault.
something.
Drake did it.
I really do hope that you learned something, or at least it encourages you to look it up and be more emotionally intelligent and responsible. In general, it will help you go a long way.
So listen, I'm going to say this because I feel like this is something we could keep talking about and trust and believe that these are just these are still all surface.
Yes,
for
y'all.
real.
We only
Like
got
we
45 minutes.
We didn't talk about the real deep stuff.
No,
like
please.
we
You
should
want to
do
do a part two of this?
We could do a part
We'll
two.
do a part two
So
of deal
listen to this though.
breakers.
So we'll tell
Okay.
y'all this. Know the difference between your deal breakers and your preferences.
That part.
So deal breakers.
It's something
It's
you
like
absolutely cannot deal with.
yes. Your preferences, you may have some flexibility.
Yep, a little bit.
You-
Okay. This
Because
might work.
because
Yeah.
let me like height.
For me,
Y'all just watched
don't-
last episode.
Listen, Linda.
So
and
height is a preference, but it's not a deal breaker.
That's when I said that.
you
and I
did.
mean
So that's
that.
why I'm trying to tell them.
Yes, know the difference.
No difference between your preference and
Yeah.
your deal breaker.
Be
Like, okay,
honest
I
with yourself
prefer
about it.
somebody who is this,
Yeah.
but it's not a deal breaker if he's not. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? So
Agreed.
yeah,
Agreed. I like that. Know the difference between the two. But that again comes with some harsh realities because this might be some stuff people don't like about your ass either.
that part.
So
because you might be his deal breaker.
you might be talk too much, too loud. Like,
Ooh.
ooh.
What happens when you are carrying all the deal breakers and he trying? But not just he, she, because listen.
Vice versa.
Yeah, one thing we're never gonna do is like
Be specific
yeah,
to
we're
one
not
gender.
pro male or female. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell y'all, I'm just never mind.
Pro people.
I'm pro people. I'm pro people. That's all I'm gonna say.
We got that.
That's
good. We like that.
That's it. We're gonna say that. But
See what we did there? Bars.
she asked me. Listen, y'all know we
You
like
love
having fun
me.
with y'all. Do
You
y'all
love
know
me.
that this is really episode?
It's 6.
Like,
Y'all.
like y'all really only got 4 more to go.
Yeah, because we're only doing 10 episodes this season, guys. Then we're going to revamp and come back with season 2. Because it's a forever thing. It's a forever thing.
Forever?
We in this.
Forever?
Forever.
Forever.
I'm also, let me just tell you all this stuff. I'm trying to get her to sing with me, like for real. She'd be doing her thing, but she
really doing
only
the most
gonna
on
give
this
y'all a
podcast.
little bit. I'm trying to get her to sing with me for real. So that's happening. I'm claiming it. I know I don't be singing on here, but I can sing for real in real life a little bit. So I'm working on it.
She's so irritating.
Because
dog.
I know.
I've never.
But
ooh,
what?
I ain't got nothing to say. I just lately, we
What?
almost broke up today.
Today? What did I
Yes.
do today?
When Chantrell was like, so y'all basically, and he was like, I'm not, I mean, I don't know about her.
Pineapples. So we was talking about the deer
I told
breakers.
y'all that most of this episode, my face was going to look like this.
That shit was so funny. I'm sorry. We was talking about the deal breakers and stuff, or we was talking about sex, just being totally transparent here, right? And I said that I personally prefer, if I had to choose between oral or penetration, I'll choose penetration every time. I said that's just me. I enjoy oral, but it's not. I prefer penetration. So we talked about that, right? And so she was like, what did you say?
All I'm going to say is this, baby. No licky, licky, no sticky, sticky. That's all I feel.
Like, was like, so somebody was like, so is y'all,
so she like, so you basically,
y'all
just,
almost gay or
y'all
something
almost
like
gay.
that? And I said, I can't speak for her. But myself, she was so upset. She was they didn't let me finish my statement because I hadn't got that part out. Like, I prefer, but so y'all basically gay. Hey, now, wait a second now. But I can't speak for her. She couldn't believe it. Sorry. But she loves me.
But we still made it today to record.
We did.
I don't know about tomorrow.
She's a lie.
All I got is
this
today.
is forever. Forever. But so, yes, we're working on that. We're working on the playlist. We're working on just great
Some
things,
other stuff, guys.
I know we can't really
We
say,
can't talk about it.
but we're working on some stuff. So thank y'all. I know I said it earlier, but I am gonna say it again. Thank you for the support. Please Drop those comments. What y'all want to see?
Should we
What
make
y'all
our
want to talk
last
about?
episode 10? Should it be a live episode?
I do think so. We already talked about it, but I think now it's kind of official that we've said it.
We saying it, but we didn't even talk to the man that record.
We both looking at him. That's what's crazy. Can we do that? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Ooh, so episode 10 will be live, guys. But till then, keep dropping those comments. Keep giving us the feedback. What y'all want to talk about? What's something?
Wait.
What?
Did you subscribe?
Did you?
Did you subscribe?
Did you?
Because we
Stop
try to
what
make
you're
sure that
doing
y'all
right
had
now.
time. So go ahead.
Right now. Pull out your phone. If you have multiple Gmail accounts, I need you to subscribe from all of them. Just switch account. If you
Because
click
you know
the
y'all
settings,
use Gmail at work. So go
Yeah.
on your work computer and subscribe.
we
And
want all
subscribe
of
on
it.
your
So you'll
personal.
get the notifications so you guys can keep up with what's coming, what's going, and all that good stuff. Okay?
Yeah.
Everybody got it? All right. We got a joke of the day. Do we have a joke?
No, we didn't have one. On your mark.
You want to do that one?
You can't really give it.
Okay, it said, did y'all hear the one about the Olympian who adopted 3 kids? Mark, Seth, and Anya. One day they were at home and there was a house fire. And the dad said, Anya, get
No, he said Anya, Mark,
get Seth and go.
Anya, Mark, get Seth and go. No, we just be watching corny jokes of the day
We
every
be
day.
sending them. I be sending them to her. I
Bro,
always just
they
be
are
finding them,
so
and we be sending
freaking
it be the
good.
chickens on there. Dog, I
The aliens.
died. Listen.
Listen, that's a good joke, y'all. Anya, Mark, get Seth and go. All right, Dre.
Whatever.
He's
Such a hater.
Oh my God.
All right, give
All
him
I'ma
the
say is
rules.
this.
What you got? What you got?
Watch on his podcast. He's gonna be like, "Did y'all hear the joke about it?"
We started it. That's all I got. It's
He's
us.
gonna be like, Anya, Mark,
Get set
and go.
and go.
We'll text it to you.
We'll send you the video. No, it's not. I did. It worked. They still got it.
He's gonna be like, Anya.
But, hey, he said, go get Mark. Get Mark 5.
All right, guys, listen. We could do this all day
Oh.
because we love it, but
Yes.
we do want to give you guys the rules. Remember the rules.
All right.
Be good.
Be good.
Can't be good. Be
Be
careful.
careful.
You can't be careful. Take
Take your ass home.
take your tail home.
Take your ass home.
Well, either one of them. Take your tail feather.
Just go home.
All right. Peace, love, and soul. We'll see y'all next week.